What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking, or more of reviewing this app called Hydra. Now this app claims to make your iPhone, be able to take 32 megapixel images, 4 times 12 megapixel zooms, and really good low light functions, and some cool HDR features. And it says it can do this by basically taking a bunch of pictures and then stitching them all together. So let's see if it actually works, and if it's worth purchasing on the App Store. After the intro. Alright guys, so before we do anything else, I'm gonna see if this actually works, and we'll compare the images of the normal camera with the images of the camera taken on the app, and see if there's a big difference in quality. So let's hop on the computer and check out the images. Alright guys, so I got good news. It does work. So I zoomed in a lot, as I'll show you in a sec, but we're zoomed in here. This is a 32 megapixel one right here, and as you can see, it is way more clear on these lines here than on just a normal camera app. Like on here, you can see this is all washed out, and then on here, this is way cleaner. So here, let me show you how far we zoomed in here. So this is the normal image right here, and then this is what we were zoomed into. So you do have to zoom in quite a lot to see a difference, but it's definitely there. On the second test, which is the zoom test, we can already tell the clear winner. This is the Hydra one. You can already see from far away it's way clearer than this one. So this is a 4 times zoom, 12 megapixel, and this one was just zoomed in with the regular camera app. So let's zoom in here. Alright, so let's just zoom in to like right there. Alright, so here we can see this is way more grainy, and this is way clear. There's no noise in the back like there's here. Just way nicer, so I'm actually really impressed. So let's move on to the next test, which will be the low light capabilities. Alright guys, so here on the low light test, I was in a really dark room. Doesn't look dark on these pictures, but it was pretty dark. Alright, so here's the regular one, and then here's a low light one. Now, from just looking at it here, you can't really tell the difference, but when you zoom in, alright, so this is the one from the Hydra app, and then here's the one from the regular camera. You can definitely tell that this one kept more information, and this one's already washed out. The only thing in this one is just the noise is different colors, and the noise in here is just black and white noise, so I'm not sure why that is. But yeah, there's more color in it. It's definitely for sure. This one doesn't even have any color in it anymore. This one does. Yeah, I mean, so they're both crap, but I think this one is definitely better. Okay guys, so just for fun, I decided to compare my Sony to the stock iPhone camera app and to the Hydra app. So right off the bat, I can see there's way less noise in the Sony than there is in the stock. And then in this one, the noise is multicolored for some reason, which is kind of odd. Let's just zoom out here so you can see the whole picture. Yeah, so it looks like it does that in the shadows. Huh. Maybe it's the stitching or something. I'm not sure. And yeah, I mean, the kit lens is on the Sony camera right now. So I bet if we put like a super expensive, super sharp lens on there, it would probably wreck both of the iPhones. But honestly, when you zoom in close, like you can see the dust up here. You can't in here. But I can see more detail in here than I can on here. Now that's maybe the settings or something, but it compares to APS-C 24 megapixel camera, and it says it's more megapixels, so I don't know guys, it's pretty close. Okay, so here's the last test. This is the HDR test. So we have the Hydra app over here and the normal iPhone over here. So already I can tell that on the Hydra, the blacks are way blacker, or a nicer black, than on here. It's almost gray. I feel like the edges are a little bit more nice. I mean, this is more sharp definitely, but it's almost like jagged. Both have quite a bit of noise in the back there. Alright, let's go down to here. The bokeh, or the blur in the background, is quite a bit nicer on the Hydra app, as you can see here. This is more of a grainy gray, and this is more of a grainy-ish black, but way better than this one. So the Hydra app wins again. Alright, let's go back to the main camera. Alright guys, so honestly, I'm super impressed with the Hydra app. It makes it way better for low light photography. Even the HDR makes it a little bit better. You get 32 megapixel pictures, which I'm not quite sure if it's actually 32 megapixels, but it's definitely better than the one on the standard camera app. The big but though is you cannot take pictures with the Hydra app of things that are moving. So if there's movement in the frame, it looks really weird, as you see here on this picture. So in this one I was moving my fingers really fast in front of the frame. And how the Hydra app works is it takes a bunch of separate pictures and then stitches them together. And if there's something moving, it doesn't work because it's taking like 5 seconds, I don't know, to put these frames together while it's taking all those pictures. It takes like 60, or one time it even took 100 pictures and stitches them together. So if there's something moving, it doesn't work. So you're gonna have to take pictures of things that are still. Alright, so now that you guys know that it actually works, let me show you guys how to use it. Okay guys, so I'm in the Hydra app, and here we have a few options. The first one is the HDR option. Next we have the video, low light, zoom, and then the high res. So basically how this works is you push this thing down here, and it'll give you certain options. So I'm going to choose a 32 megapixel, and then you're just going to push the shutter button, and now it's going to take multiple images. So it actually says to not put the phone on a tripod, because how it works is it takes those little movements and somehow uses information out of that. So you can't put it on a tripod, and you also can't move too much either, otherwise it doesn't work either. So just hold it normally and it should work. Alright, so here we got our 32 megapixel image. Next one is the zoom. It basically just makes this little box. You can also choose, instead of having a 4x, you can use a 2x zoom. Here's the low light function. So in the low light, it's just normal, and on the low light I found it only takes like 10 pictures instead of one time on the high res it actually took 100 pictures, which was pretty insane, but that only happened once. So you also have to keep in mind that the Hydra app photos are going to be 4 megabytes instead of 1 megabyte. So we also have the video HDR, and then we have the HDR. On the HDR, when you take a picture, it's gonna just do different brightnesses, and then you can do strong, medium, or black and white. The strong mostly looks way too strong, so I just put on medium. Up here you have a few different things. You have the grids, you have the turn the camera around, what's up, and then you got, I'm actually not sure, orientation lock. I'm not sure what that does. And then here on the information, it tells you how to use it. So if you want more information on how to use it, you can just read all these things, and you can push this arrow up here and then go to the video HDR, low light, zoom, and just read all the different little manuals I have for each of them on there. Alright, so that's basically how you use it. Alright guys, I hope you liked that tutorial. The link for the app will be down below. Please like, share, and subscribe, and definitely go check out my other channel, on more of a lifestyle channel. I think you'll like some of the stuff that's on there. So yeah, that wraps the video. I'll see you guys in the next one.